Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And today we have another breaking story. It's another sad story, and it's another St. James story. If you want to put it, it's another Western Jamaica story. And according to the Gleaner, 8 persons have been shot, 3 fatally in a late morning attack on Warwick Drive in Norwood St James. A 13-year-old girl is among the injured. The identities of the deceased have not been released. Police at about 10:15 a.m., men armed with high-powered weapons traveled to Norwood community and opened fire on persons walking on the roadway. 2 men died on the spot. A third died at the hospital. The 5 others injured have been hospitalized. The 13-year-old girl was hit by a stray bullet which entered her yard. How much more shall these things continue? It was only yesterday 3 was in Marvally. 3 was in Westmoreland recently. Now in St. James. Is it a situation where these gunmen turn it off and turn it up when they feel like? Is this the case that's happening right now? Is it a case where the gunmen are outsmarting law enforcement? Or is it a case where people just don't care no more? This 13-year-old girl was in her yard when a bullet hit her. These gunmen, they are not trained, so they open fire indiscriminately at anybody. All of 5 people injured and 3 dead. 8 persons. Other sources are saying 9. But how much more bloodshed will take place in St. James? It was only yesterday police found weapons in St. James with bulletproof vests and ammunition. Is that this place is so overtaken with illegal activity, gunmen, so that there's no stop to the bloodletting in St. James and even Western Jamaica? What's taking place? Montego Bay, once our tourism capital, seems to be disintegrating, even though the tourism product has not been significantly affected, because these communities are not really close to the resort areas. But some of these politicians know these gunmen. Some of these citizens know these gunmen. And just as how the police can find that 8 of their members are intertwined with gangs, that's how difficult it is for some citizens to have trust in the police and give them information, because they could be given information that will end up costing them their lives. But there are other people. CTOC seems to be a reputable organization within the Jamaica Constable Air Force, members of the JDF. And just as we saw in the Klansman gang, where one of its top ranking member confided in the police, give the police requisite information and bring down the gang. So we still have police who you can trust. And the situation that took place in Clarendon, where 8 members of the Jamaica Constable Air Force were they were arrested for gang-related activity. It's a good thing for Jamaica, because it shows that the police are working hard and people within the police force are being convicted and bring before courts, bring before the courts. We hope that the police will be proactive, because now that this incident took place in Norwood, no doubt there'll be retaliation. And sometimes these retaliation are swift. We hope the police can step in. It's too much. It's too much. How many people have contacted me from overseas and said, boy, it looks grim in Jamaica? And the truth be told, it's not all that bad in Jamaica. It's just certain isolated areas and certain amount of people carrying out these acts. But these are the news coming out of Jamaica. A stop must be, The laws must be changed. We see the government saying they're pushing through some laws. We see the strides being made by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But we need some of these criminals to be taken off the street and they be slapped with charges, and police have even enough evidence to send these men away. And when they send them away, there should be no recourse. There should be no way that these men go behind bars and control, extortion, create mayhem just the same. They should have absolutely no access to nothing at all. If it was all up to me, not even a visit they would get. But as soon as we get more information, we'll let you know. But as it stands right now, all of 8 persons were shot, 3 fatally in St. James at 10:45 today. That's broad daylight. Gone are the days when criminals would strike in the dark of the night. They're doing it in the broad daylight. They fear nobody. So if they fear nobody, we have to bring laws that they will fear. We need to bring the hangman back into use. The hangman is sitting down too idle. Hanging is on our books. So let's stop listening to human rights groups who are not affected by this. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, stay safe. Look out for a neighbor, look out for a loved one, look out for the children, and most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.